Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode. Today is finally winter. It's cold, it's a bit windy, it's snowing, it's everything you want basically. Today I was thinking we're gonna talk about winter camping and some tips and tricks and what you need, and I'm gonna show my equipment, and yeah, it's gonna be all about winter camping. But first we're gonna find a good spot to camp, and then we're gonna put up the shelter, collect some firewood, and then we can start talking winter camping. But yeah, it's really winter wonderland. Finally, this is gonna be a good day. It's -7 degrees Celsius today, and I think it's gonna go down to -8 tonight. So the shelter is up, and when I sleep I will fold the tarp down, but in the day it's nice to be able to lay in it and look out on the lake. But yeah, everything takes so much more time in the winter. It's very time consuming to do everything, but this looks good. Okay guys, let's start with the beer, of course. As usual, it's tradition. Today I have the Bravo Tango. It's an imperial stout, bourbon barrel aged stout, export edition. It's by Connecticut Valley Brewing Company. So let's open it. Okay, let's start with backpack. I use this one. It's a Fjällräven Kaika 65 liter. It's extremely good. I had it for 15 years I think, and it looks brand new. I would say you need something like 65 to 75 liter, because in the winter you have more bulky gear, and if you use synthetic then you need a bigger one. If you use down, it compresses more, then you can get away with the 65 liter. But yeah, it's a heavy backpack, but it's very, very good, and it doesn't feel heavy on the back. So this one is what I carry, and I'm very happy with it. What I really like about it is that you can open the front. So you can open the front and you don't have to go through everything from the top. You can just open it and you can just take what you need. And also it got this, so you can put you can divide your gear pretty much. You can put some stuff here that you need to reach fast, and you can put the rest in there. So very happy with this one. Second is clothing. Let's start from the top. I have a wool hat. It's packed down. Right now I'm using the buff, the merino buff. When it gets colder, I put the other one on. Then I have a base layer of merino wool closest to the body. Long johns and a shirt. I also have a merino t-shirt. I haven't put this layer on yet because I was hiking, and when I hike I try to wear as little clothes as possible so I don't sweat. Because winter camping is just a game of layering. You layer on and off, and if you're gonna do something like collect firewood or something, then you take off so you don't sweat, and when you come back and you sit still, you put on. So yeah, the first merino layer I haven't put on yet. I'm waiting until I get a bit colder. After that I have this. It's like a norröna. It's like a fleece. It's very warm. I like it because you can put it really far up like this. And it's great. It's very, very comfortable. Then I have this jacket, and it's not a down jacket actually. It's synthetic, and the reason why I use that is because, yeah, when down get wet, it doesn't really work. So for clothing, I don't like wearing too much down. As for the pants, I'm just using it's hunting pants from Kaliber, and I think they're very good. Cheap. I bought them at Ullared. Very cheap pants, but slightly insulated. And if it gets really cold, I also have those down shorts. Those are great. I use them for cycling also. It's from Swedmount. I put those on under my pants if it gets really, really cold. For my hands, I have two different gloves. These ones, who are very, I think they're waterproof. Very, very warm. I like those without fingers. I think you keep the warm much better. The other one, the other pair is leather gloves, and I use them for cutting wood, cooking, all that kind of stuff. And when I'm just sitting around, I'm using those. As for the feet, I got the Kamik Arboga. Those are great. Completely waterproof, super, super warm. And they have this insert. You can take it out. And I think that's very important, to be able to take this out, and you can dry it close to the fire if it gets damp from sweat or anything like that. But it's super important that before you hike out, put your feet in plastic bags, and then you put the socks on top of that, and then you put your boots on, and you hike out, you set up your camp, you collect firewood, you do all the duties you need to do. Then you change. Then you take the plastic bags off, and the shoes and the socks will be completely dry. That's a lifesaver really, because if you get your boots and your socks wet, you're gonna get cold. No matter how great boots you have, it doesn't matter. If it gets damp, it gets cold. So I bring 2 extra pair of socks. I have the ones that I'm using right now, and I have 2 more socks. One of them I sleep in, which are thicker ones. but also merino wool. So that is how I dress in this climate. And here in southern part of Sweden, Gothenburg, it rarely gets colder than, I would say, maximum minus 20 degrees Celsius. Most of the time it never gets colder than 15, 16 minus. So this is how I dress for this climate. But if you go more north where it's colder, of course you need to change how you dress. You need even warmer clothes than this. So this is just for the climate where I camp. So when it comes to winter camping, you need to have good gear. In the summer you can get away with pretty much anything. But in the winter it's very important that you have good quality gear. And why do we go winter camping? Why do I love winter camping so much? Well, it's beautiful. I love to feel connected with all the seasons, and sleeping outside all year around, it really makes me feel connected. And it's also fun with the challenge. Winter camping is challenging. You need to know what you do. It's cold. It could potentially be dangerous if you mess up, but it's fun with the challenge, and it's fun to test your skills. And it's a special feeling to sleep outdoors when it's cold, to lay in your hammock, for example, and be super warm, but at the same time you can feel the cold in your face, and it's so quiet. Everything is dead. You hear no birds, nothing, compared to the summer where it's a lot of noise. I mean, good noise, birds and all that, but it's just the opposite. Really, it's a beautiful feeling. Next one is shelter, and as I see it, there are two different ways. Either you can camp on the ground or you can camp with a hammock. I like both, but a hammock, I really sleep good in it. Really, if you set it up right, it feels like you're floating on a cloud. So I love it. If I could just use one shelter, it would be a tarp. With a tarp you can do pretty much anything. There's a lot of configurations you can do, and it's very versatile. So if I could only go with one shelter, it would be a tarp, and a good one like the one I have. It's a Hilleberg. I would invest in a good one with that can handle a lot of rain. But if you choose to camp with the hammock, the one I have is the Chameleon Dutch wear. It's an asymmetric one, so instead of just laying flat, you're laying like that. Very good. You also need an under quilt. I was supposed to use the one I got from One Wind Outdoors, but I think it's too cold for that one, so I had to go for the super warm one. So you need an under quilt. That's very important if you're gonna hammock camp. But you also need a top quilt, because having a sleeping bag in a hammock, it's not optimal. You want something that's more like a blanket. You can just stuff it around you. I'm using the Enlightened Equipment, which one I will put down in the description. I use that one, but then I also use a balaclava to cover my face, and I also use these pants and a jacket from Enlightened Equipment. It's not down, but it's designed to work the same as down, so it's very, very warm. So before I go to sleep, I have my merino base layer, and I put this on top of that, and I sleep in it, and it keeps me so warm. Then I have a pillow. This one, the Trekology It's the best pillow I tried, and I tried a lot of pillows. But if you choose to sleep on the ground, you need a good sleeping pad. The one I have is the Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm, I think it's called. It got a R value of 7.3, and you really want not below 7 at least. A sleeping pad with 7.3, that will keep you warm to -25 or -30, something like that. But you always use 2 sleeping pads, one good, and then you have one of those cheap foamy ones, because that has a R value of maybe 1 or 2, something like that. But it does a difference to have 2 sleeping pads. I always do that, and I never freeze. It's very good to use 2 sleeping pads. Then you need a sleeping bag that matches the cold pretty much. If you're going out camping in -15, you need a sleeping bag that can handle that. And for sleeping bags, I think down is the way to go. The one I have is Western Mountaineering, I think it's called. Very, very good, but yeah, expensive like winter gear is. Then I have this, and I guess you cannot guess what it is. This is an old water filter, and I use it for peeing in the night, and this made my sleep so much better. Some people might find it disgusting. I don't care. I do whatever it takes to have a good night's sleep, and not having to go out from your sleeping bag, it makes your sleep so much better. So this is an old water filter, and the way I use it is I lay on the side, I take this, I pee in it, and then I just throw it out. In the morning I clean it, and I use this now for 1 year, and it doesn't even smell, nothing. Every year I get a new water filter, and I always take the old one and make it into one of those pee thingies, and it's just so good for quality sleep. It's so nice, and I will keep using it forever. I think it's the best thing I have come up with when it comes to especially winter camping, when you don't want to go up, you don't want to lose all the heat. You want to be able to just lay there and be warm. It's the most important thing. For the ladies, I'm sorry, I don't have a solution. This is the only solution I have, and it only works for men, I guess. So yeah, it is what it is. Okay, tools. You've seen me use it all the time. My Gränsfors Bruk outdoor axe. This one is great. I always carry it winter, summer, fall, spring, everything. And a saw. I use this all the time. You guys have seen it every episode, I think. It's great to have an axe and a saw. And a knife. Which one doesn't matter. But a big fire steel. I love this one. Super, super big. Easy to make fire. The bigger the better. So I will go with a big fire steel. Very, very good. I also carry emergency matches. So if something happens to my fire steel, I can use the matches. I also have a lighter, so you can't be safe enough when it comes to fire. You also need something to sit on, and there's a lot of options. You can have like a chair, one of those like the Helinox, Chair Zero, but for that you really need an underquilt for the chair, and it gets really expensive. What I like to use is one of those. It's reindeer. It's super warm. It's very bulky, takes up a lot of real estate when you're packing it, but it's so warm. It's so good to sit on. So I always use this when I'm sitting in front of the fire or cooking or anything like that. I use this. Very, very good. I like it a lot. Next up is cooking. There's a lot of different stoves and stuff like that. I like this one. You have seen me use it. It's the hobo stove. You just put it together, you fuel it with sticks and everything, and the good thing is you don't have to carry any fuel, and it's very easy to use. I love this thing. I love it so much. You also need something to, you know, stir the food, stuff like that. I made this myself. And a cutting board, just a cheap plastic one. You need a water bottle, and I like something like this, made of metal, something I can warm up. And before I go to sleep, I put this next to the fire, I warm it up a bit, and I take it with me, and I usually put it between my legs or maybe like in the armpit, something like that. It warms you up, and it's nice when you wake up in the night and you have to drink. It's not frozen, so something like that. Then I have this for boiling water, pretty much. It's from Nordic Wolf, Germany. Very good. And I also got a cup for coffee and one of those Thai spoons, the small ones. Then you need something to cook in, and yeah, you can choose like a pot or anything. I like this one. It's a frying pan. It's pretty big, super light. It's from Trangia, and yeah, it's big. You can put it straight on the fire. It works really good. It's hard to find a good frying pan. I tried a lot of them, but this one is the best one so far. And yeah, super lightweight. I always have a water filter, and this is the best one I tried so far. Is the Hydro Pack. It's very good. I keep the part that cannot freeze close to my body, and if this freezes, it's destroyed. So you don't want to let it freeze. Always keep it on you, close to you, so it stays warm. You use it and straight away put it in a plastic bag, put it close to you. So don't forget that. It's the same with batteries and everything. You want to keep batteries also close to you. So that's what I'm using. For electronics, I don't carry that much. I have my camera, I have my phone, I have this battery pack. This is a 20,000 one, and it lasts me a long time. I also have this winter sleeve for it. It says X Coxacari. It's I don't know if it's a Swedish one, but it's great to just protect your battery a little better. So this one, and then you put it close to you. Like that. And a headlamp, very important when you camp in the winter, and you want one that lasts. This one lasts me, yeah, for many hours, and yeah, very important. Sometimes I carry two of them just in case, but today I carry one. This is a night core, nothing special, but yeah, you want one that lasts a long time. And same with this, because it got battery, you want to keep it close to your body so the battery doesn't run out. Let's have a second beer. It's too much work and not enough beer drinking. The second one, this one I'm really excited about. The Virginia beer, El Cumbanchero, Mexican chocolate imperial stout with cinnamon, vanilla, cacao nibs and habanero pepper. That's a wild one. I never drank a chocolate stout with habanero before. Very exciting. It could be good, it could be totally disgusting, I don't know. It's only one way to find out. I don't know. It's not mind-blowing. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know if... Yeah, I guess chocolate and chili goes well together, but yeah, it's not the best. It's not the most super exciting beer I ever drank, but yeah. It's 20 minutes past 2 and it gets dark around 3. We only have like 5 or 6 hours of daylight this time of year. People often ask me what I do when I winter camp, because there are so many hours of just darkness. After 3 o'clock it gets dark and maybe I go to bed like 8 or 9 o'clock. So it's plenty of hours. But this is what I do. I collect firewood, I cut firewood, I cook food, I drink beers. And winter is really just a time for contemplation. It's so silent and you just sit here and you just enjoy being out. You enjoy nature. You enjoy the silence, and you don't have to do anything. You do, back in society, you do stuff all the time. And it's good to get out here and don't do anything. It's a simple life, and it's beautiful. I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna make it easy for myself. I'm gonna do this kebab. I'm gonna do some pita breads. I have some dressing, red onion and salad. Super easy, but yeah, let's start with frying this and warming the breads. Chili oil. Look at that, beautiful. One good thing to do is to collect most of your firewood before it gets dark. Of course you can collect something with your headlamp, but sometimes it's hard to find your way back actually. So I prefer to get all the firewood, or almost all the firewood, before it gets dark. -7. So this is the third beer. It's the Vault City Red Berry Waffle Cone Shortcake. It's an sour beer, 8.4%, triple scoop. Let's try it. Skål guys. Oh, that's good. Really sweet. Tastes just like it says. This is a dessert, a modern sour beer. Very, very good. One thing I forgot to show you, it's this little silver light. I was thinking to have it in shelters in the winter, you know, just to get a little bit light. So I'm gonna try to put it in the hammock, see how it works. That's cozy. That's really cozy. Okay, it's 7 o'clock and yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I just loaded the fire and I'm just gonna lay in my hammock and watch the fire burn out while I fall asleep. That's the best way to fall asleep. So let's get dressed for the night. Let's take these pants off and put on my night pants. So let's put on the warm socks, the super warm socks. Okay guys, water bottle, ready to sleep. See you tomorrow. Oh, good morning guys. Oh, I slept so good. 11 hours. Super warm all night. It's been -7 degrees Celsius. Yeah, let's start the day. Let's make some breakfast. You really don't want to get out when you're laying this warm and cozy, but let's do it. Getting a fire going when it's cold like this and everything is frozen, it can be a struggle. It can take a while, but yeah, don't rush it. Just start with the small things and build very, very slow. If you rush it, it's just gonna die out. So take your time. Let's make some coffee. It's a little bit lighter, but the time is only 8 o'clock and it's not gonna be light until maybe 9 or something like that. So that's it for this episode. I hope you learned something about what gear to use or some tips and tricks. And if you have some of your own, you can write them in the comments. I would love to know. I've been doing this for 20 years, but still I do mistakes and I don't know everything. So I'm happy to learn from anyone. Yeah, I had a great overnight there. I slept so warm, and yeah, it's just winter camping is a lot about just contemplation. You just sit there in the dark and you think and you just enjoy the present. And yeah, if you enjoy the video, yeah, please subscribe or like leave a comment or a like or anything that helps the channel so I can keep doing those videos. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I wish every one of you a happy new year. Take care until next time and be nice to each other. Bye.